It's the Sunday Morning Brew with Maddie and Elle.
Good morning.
It's 10, guys. Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning. It is Maddie and Elle. Welcome to the Sunday Morning Brew. I'm fucking dying.
Same.
I'm dying.
As we have our coffee, we want to give a shout out to Grind Ops.
Yes.
Mug ever.
Well, that is adorable. So is that like one of those mugs that like keeps it nice and hot?
Yeah, it's like a Yeti mug, and it's
Yeah.
like I've made this like 20 minutes ago, and it is still like
hell yeah
hot. So this is a good ass mug. This is
Yeah.
the good vibes only.
Okay. So how does it, like, what's the taste like? What's the flavor profile?
Normal vanilla liqueur, and it smells awesome.
Oh, see, I'm
a sweet coffee person, so this is like.
You are a sweet coffee person?
I am a sweet coffee person. So like when I add like my Splenda and stuff to this, I feel like the caramel is like really hits you pretty hard.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. Shout out to Grind Ops. You guys are the best. I can't wait. I believe mine is in the mail. It's on the way. So
and made in the US, supports veterans.
Perfect.
Trying to support guys. So
perfect. Shout out to Grind Ops. They're getting us through this Sunday morning. Welcome in. Lots to get to today. Elle, you've been a busy bee. How was your week with PFL?
Oh, PFL was awesome.
Yeah. Like, or not well, you had the PFL and then you also did Island Fights. So
Island Fights, which was also fantastic. There's like a lot of local shows you go to, you get kind of a mix. You'll get like, maybe some really, really low level amateur fights, or you'll get some really high level pro fights. I was impressed with this entire card. Like the second fight of the night was like amateur kickboxing, and these kids were so good.
Yeah.
The very first fight, I'm pretty sure the kid was 16 years old.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Phenomenal. So it really a lot of young talent at Island Fights. If you guys have not watched those fights, they were free live on YouTube, and they're on YouTube, so you can still go back and watch those. So
I tuned in for a bit. I was like, you're right about like the local shows. It's like, what are you gonna get, right? But it's like for Island Fights, I was so impressed by the crowd. Pretty big crowd, very lively crowd. Dave was killing it on the mic, doing a great job. Production was great. Like it was like a really fun show to watch. I was like, wow.
You can tell they've been at that venue for a long time. Like the way it's set up and everything. It's just very well run.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then so you were in Nashville. I don't think we talked about this last week, did we? We must have.
Not much.
What was the best part?
Oh man, dude, just like the people who work for the PFL are phenomenal. Like Tani, who is in charge of all the media people, absolutely amazing. All their production team, I just adore. We had Carissa on the show on Tuesday. She was fantastic. They just have phenomenal staff. So just getting to be part of that production and be able to have like the access that they offer to media, like they just do everything in that wheelhouse. They do it right.
Yeah. It's such a fun production too. Like the stage, I call it the stage. Like it's legitimate.
They had a stage. They literally had Big and Rich came out and did a 1-song concert. I was like,
yeah, what the hell? Like
they're still around and they still sound great. It was awesome.
Like, tell me about a promotion that has a concert. Like, what? That's freaking crazy. I love that. I don't know what this means. Are we old?
Yes. This is a Gen Z thing.
I don't know what that means.
I think this is a compliment.
Is it good? Because I think beta is bad, right?
Is Sigma good?
Is Sigma
a compliment? We're too old to know.
Yeah,
So thank you.
I think it's a compliment.
It's a good thing.
I'm old.
Pretty sure.
But yeah, I'm so glad PFL was good. And then you have PFL Hollywood this week, right?
This week. So thank God I don't have to travel. I want to sleep in my own bed. And I don't even go anywhere. But 30-minute drive down south to Hollywood for me. I'll be at Media Day. I'll be at weigh-ins. I'll be at the fights on Friday.
Hell yeah.
Love.
It'll be a good show. Maddie needs to come to the next Island Fights. Yes. I would love to, Kyle. I would absolutely love to. Kyle has fought for them a couple times. Awesome. Yeah. So Kyle is actually one of Ross's good friends. I don't know, Kyle, are you a student of his? I guess we would call him. But he's very good kickboxer, very good kickboxer. Yeah. So last night, or honestly during the day, it was Ross's retirement party. Dude, I don't know why I acted like it was my retirement party, but I did. And
You're retiring as an MMA wife.
I guess so. Yeah. Like
Okay.
the amount of Cosmos I had yesterday was not okay. It was not okay. Like I am not 21 anymore. And I'm over here being like, yay.
I'm impressed that you drank last night and are this chipper because I would be dead.
Dude. Well, I'm definitely dying inside a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna get through it together. My head is like, but yeah, don't drink, kids. Just don't do it.
Take another sip of that coffee.
Yeah. Well, I have this too.
Here you go. Maybe some water too. Some water, some coffee.
Oh my fucking God. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, it was a fun night. We were out in Providence and oh, you know what? I don't have it with me. You know what big heads are? Have you heard of big heads? So it's something you can order online.
Oh, is it like the custom
fat heads? Oh, that's what I meant. The fat heads.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can literally get a fat head of anything. So obviously I had to get one of Ross's face.
Amazing.
Look at how freaking
Stop.
it's so freaking weird. I was literally carrying this around in the bar, like making people take pictures with it. And highly recommend doing this for your next outing because it was hilarious. Like the amount of videos and photos I have, like it is just too funny. I love it. So next party you have, do it. Just get one of Grant's face because it's hilarious. And bring it to his fight. It's awesome.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, bring it to his fight.
It will be in the Apex, so it's a little bit more intimate, but
okay.
Maybe I can pass some out to the crowd, to like the 20 people that are at
the dude, that'd be wicked.
If you get 20 of Grant's face, that would be
Sean, if it's a UFC Fight Night pay-per-view or a retirement party, you have to drink. Yeah, that's fair. And I did all those things, so I had a lot of alcohol. Oh, you can't see my pup. Where's your pups? Mine's right here.
Oh, Grant's sick this morning. So
no.
In bed.
Did he drink a lot of Cosmos last night?
No. Grant refrains from the Cosmos. No, so the puppy is kenneled because I can't deal with that this morning.
I feel that.
Crackhead.
I feel that. All right, so let's get into UFC Apex Fight Night. Some highlights from last night. I have a couple here. The man down roll coming out. Did you catch that part with Kazama? And how do you even say this? Gregorio? Did I do it?
Let me look at his name. Make sure I'm saying it.
Gregorio? Gregorio. Yeah.
Call him Charles Lampos, because isn't that the coolest first name you've ever seen?
Yes, 1000%. So we saw it in action. You know, it was like a weird moment because Kazama clearly threw it while Gregorio's hand was down, but then he lifts his hand, so it was like this awkward, like, was it illegal, was it not? It kind of looked like, I mean, they gave him a timeout and kind of acted like it was illegal. I don't know. Did you like how they handled it or no?
At this point, I don't really care. I'm just ready for that rule to be gone because it's a stupid rule.
It really is.
I don't think honestly, a lot of promotions in Asia do knees to fully downed opponents, and we don't see significantly higher rates of injury than we do in American promotions that don't allow that. So I'm for fully legal downed opponent knees. Especially for people who like hang out in that like turtle position. I think it's stalling position. I think it's BS.
Yeah.
I want to be able to knee people in the face there. So I love that this rule is disappearing. Like I'm just, maybe they handled it, I guess, the right way. At this point, do whatever you want for the next couple of shows, because I'm pretty sure by the time Grant fights in October, that rule, or is that November?
No, I believe it's November. Yeah, so I think Grant might be the very last card.
And the Apex is closing down till the
summer. Yeah. till next summer. So Grant's fight is October in the Apex or no?
I'm pretty sure it's in the Apex. Yeah.
So I wonder if it's the last one
Yeah,
until construction.
it might be because they'll probably have a pay-per-view. They'll probably have a fight night in another city that month. Because 308 is October 26th. We know that's not in the Apex. And then Moicano versus Santanino, that's September. So that one's in Paris. But that's a great main event.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be a Paris fight night. Should be fun.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Too bad they didn't line it up with the Olympics.
Right?
You know, like why didn't they do that? That would have been crazy. They could have had like seriously cool content.
The best side quest ever.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg would be like Olympic Village, UFC.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Did you hear that Snoop Dogg is getting paid like $500,000 like a day or some stupid shit like that just to be a part of the Olympics?
Good for Snoop. Dude, if I had the like star power to do what Snoop does and just like go everywhere I want, I would do exactly what he's doing. I would try so many different kinds of things.
Like he needs to be studied, like straight up, because it's like that dude has managed to stay relevant for decades, like decades. Awesome. He went from like bad boy to best friends with Martha Stewart to like it's just what like he's
becoming like the world's most interesting man after Sir Ian McKellen because he will always be the most interesting man.
I love it.
Such a gangster.
So yeah, I think we're both in agreement. It's a dumbass rule. Bisping was even saying on the broadcast, it's a stupid rule. So we're excited for that to go away. Chelsea Chandler, I thought looked terrible. You know, she had that 5-pound weight miss, and then
I kind of feel for her, man. Like that she never intended to go to the UFC to be a bantamweight, and she's not clearly because she hasn't made 135 since she was like I think her first couple of pro fights. Like she intended to get signed as a featherweight, and then they're like, "Oh, you either don't have a job anymore, or you have to cut another 10 pounds." And she's like, "Girl, like, Donna is amazing. Like, she's the nicest person. I understand her frustrations having to fight somebody that missed weight by 5 pounds. 100% understand it. Man, I also feel for her because, here's my take is I think we'll see Chelsea Chandler in the PFL here pretty soon. Because I just don't think she can make 135.
Yeah, she's struggling.
PFL is the place for female featherweights now. Like, go to the tournament. Like, you might do quite well, you know, like I think she'd struggle with, you know, those top girls like Aspen Ladd and Larissa Pacheco, you know, but she's a big girl. Like,
she's such a big girl. Like she was clearly the bigger girl last night. Yeah. And it's
Yana looks great. She kept
oh my God, her striking was so fun, like just so diverse. And like, I felt like she was just like, let me just throw the kitchen sink at this girl and see what happens. And I thought she looked great too. But yeah, Chelsea Chandler's got to figure something out, I think. Awesome debut from Kwang Lee. I thought that was a great debut for him. Like, hey, don't worry about the Contender Series. Just hop on this fight night.
And fight a guy with a lot of experience.
Experience. Like, I think that was what 8 fights to Lee's 1, like for in the UFC, something like that. So I was like, all right, that's pretty awesome.
Snoop is the mascot for the USA. Sorry, we missed that.
No, I love that. Snoop is the mascot for the USA. Absolutely. I love that. Imagine Snoop Dogg commentating fights.
Have you not watched the first season of Contender Series?
Oh my God. Wait, he did?
He commentated Grant's Contender Series fight.
Shut the front door.
He commentated it with Uriah Faber.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, you have to go back and watch it. It's fantastic. It's kind of like, it has very undertones of like Snoop narrating Plazanet Earth. If you haven't ever seen Plazanet Earth.
Oh, I've definitely seen that. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, I feel so dumb for never seeing that. Wow. Okay. All right.
Grant got commentated by Snoop Dogg.
That is so funny. Okay. Got to go watch that. Spivak, phenomenal performance. I think it was a very welcomed finish to kind of a decision a lackluster card. Let's call it that. Like just a lot of decisions, a lot of like,
The co-main was great.
The co-main was very high paced.
And Chepe Mariscal are always exciting guys.
Yeah, yeah. Poor Jackson gassed out so hard at the end, though. Like, oh my god, I feel like that was one of the worst gas outs I've seen in a while. Like, he was just hoping to be done. Like that was wild. But I mean,
they put on a pace, but
yeah, that was a crazy
expect that from Jackson either.
Yeah. It was crazy. But Spivak, I really enjoyed the commentary for that fight because they were literally about to say like, "Oh, heavyweights don't typically go for arm bars," and then boom, crushes it. I thought it was super slick, super fun. What's next for him? I don't know.
He's one of those guys. I feel like he's better than all these guys down here in the heavyweight division, but he's always going to struggle, or at least for the time being, he's going to struggle with those like top few guys. I kind of want to see the ranking.
I know. I'm doing it too. Let's see. All right, heavyweights. Where are you at? Here we go. You got John Jones, Aspinall, Cyril Gane, Volkov, Pavlovich. Yeah, like
and I feel like those are a lot of guys he does struggle with. Like obviously he lost to Tom and Cyril Gane. They're fantastic striking. Maybe you give him. He has a other Sergey, right? Maybe you give him Sergey Pavlovich next.
Yeah.
He's coming off that, a lot like a close loss to Alexander Volkov. Like, maybe that makes sense.
That's not bad.
Because Volkov's already matched up with Gane again, so you can't give him Volkov. So maybe that makes the most sense for him right now.
I dig that.
Clash of styles.
Big boy. What does it say? Big boys are getting more versatile, moving like welterweights. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's really cool to see. It's really cool to see the evolution of sports, but also the evolution of the divisions. And it's like for so long, heavyweights were just, all right, who's gonna get knocked out first? Like.
Well, I feel like we went from like these like supreme roided out athletes, and then we went to that, and now we're going back to just naturally gifted athletic builds,
Yeah, it's fun. Spivak versus Blades makes sense. Okay. That's not bad either.
I could see that.
I like those. But speaking of the heavyweight division, John Jones saying that he will probably retire this year. Did you see that one?
I'm not remotely surprised.
Yeah, I mean, so he said, fun fact, after this year, John Jones will never have to work again, retired at 37, winning. Not bad. Reports are suggesting that him and Stipe, that's probably going to take place at Madison Square Garden, November 16th. So he'll do that, and then
fight Tom or Alex.
And we'll never fight Tom or Alex. Yep. I believe it. Why not?
Did you see A-Drive like tweeted, it was like a picture of Francis, Jones, and Aspinall, and it's like, these guys have never fought and probably never will, and it is such a shame. And it is.
It really is a shame. Double retirement fight. Yeah. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I bet it will be, right? Like,
what's left for Stipe at that point?
Yeah.
Even if Stipe, like, I mean, I guess if Stipe, like, somehow pulls it out of the bag, like, it's not my pick for the fight, but
my God,
I guess if he does, maybe he would stick around to fight Tom. I think there's nothing left for either of them, though.
He's 41, dude.
Yeah.
That man is 41 years old. Stop taking hits to the head, dude. You're done. Like
he couldn't speak English when he was 26. So I feel like I love Stipe. Stipe is one of my favorite fighters.
No, he's the best.
But we haven't been able to understand him since long before he turned 40. So
yeah. I think Sean, I'm right there with you. I'm for a double retirement on both of them. I mean, for John Jones, it's like why continue to fight and potentially, hurt your legacy, or just like, what else do you have to prove, honestly?
Yeah, no, that's 100%. Like, and he doesn't have to fight right now. And I honestly don't know if he needs the money or if he's just bored. I kind of wonder that. I'm like, did he blow through? Like, because he was making a killing,
Yeah.
But he hasn't fought in a while. Like, maybe he blew through a bunch of money, had some legal troubles. Like, that can be expensive. What's
Yeah.
up, bananas? Stipe is awesome. Stipe is, if
He
Snoop
is
Dogg
awesome.
wasn't the USA's mascot, Stipe would be.
I like that. I like that. That'd be
Like
funny.
firefighter, gritty,
Hell yeah.
like tough. He's like the Modelo guy. Like,
Yes. Yes. The
For
mark of a fighter. I like that. Have you been keeping up with this whole Alex Pereira situation with the assault accusations?
yeah.
It's been a whirlwind. I was catching up this morning. She completely recanted everything she
Yeah.
said.
Well, I think there's something to be said. If the only place you are trying to make allegations like that is TikTok and not the police,
Yeah.
I tend to err on the side of, that probably.
Yeah. Listen, like, I'm just going to preface it with this. Like, I don't take assaults lightly.
Yeah.
Like, if this did happen, that's a really unfortunate case and an event. And I'll say that. But let's look at the facts here. Okay. Meredith Brown, she flexed online about the exposure that this has given her for her OnlyFans. Then she deleted her first video of the accusation. Then she deleted videos of herself at UFC 299 when she said that UFC 302 was her very first UFC event ever. Then she deactivated her Instagram account, and it's just like there's a lot of misinformation.
Well, apparently the girl she said she didn't know who he was. But had and like she never watched UFC, but I guess like the internet did their job and did some
Right.
digging. Apparently she'd been at several other UFC events beforehand and posted about them.
Right.
But and then I guess the friend she was with at those fights unfollowed her and like blocked her and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which seems like a weird thing.
It
seems sketchy.
This shit just pisses me off because it's like people that actually. And again, if this really happened, then this is very unfortunate. And I hope she went to the police to figure this out. But if it didn't happen, like this happens to people. Like that's real fucking shit. Like,
and there should be equally negative consequences if you're filing false reports like this.
Like,
because like you said, it is not doing the women who actually go through this any favors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So shame on her if it's not true, because what the fuck? Like, honestly. Can we talk about the Rogan hate by Trump supporters?
I have not even seen this.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay, so basically, I think Joe Rogan commented about liking JFK or something like that, JFK Jr. in his stand-up, I want to say. And Trump tweeted out something about like, oh, it's going to be really funny to hear the UFC boo him when he comes out for his next UFC show. So basically, Trump doesn't like Joe Rogan anymore because apparently Joe supports Democrats or something.
RFK or JFK?
RFK. What did I say? Hold on.
You said JFK, but
no, that's not what I meant. I think, yeah, Robert F. Kennedy.
He's still alive. Robert F. Kennedy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so I guess Joe Rogan gave him a nod and Trump was like, fuck you. So now the internet hates Joe Rogan.
I haven't seen any of this. Here's my thing, guys. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people that are voting for Trump that don't give a shit about this.
Right.
So yeah,
right.
I think this seems like something really stupid.
It's always stupid. It's always stupid. It is always stupid. Elle killed it at Island Fights. Yes, she did. The socials looked fantastic.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Chris did great on the mic as well.
Yeah. Chris has a great voice, man. You have a great voice, bud.
You have a radio voice.
Yeah. Yeah, nice and deep. But yeah, it's all of it is stupid. Just did you watch his stand-up? Joe Rogan's?
Huh?
Did you watch Joe Rogan's stand-up?
I don't think Joe Rogan's stand-up is funny.
Really?
No.
I enjoy stand-up always, so I'm always gonna watch it. But
I like guys who have really good crowd work, like Matt Rife. Love that. Like,
he just bought a house in Rhode Island. What's up, buddy?
Nice.
I'm apparently
Maddie's like, come hang out with us.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. His like crowd work is so freaking funny.
Let's see. Rogan posted a picture with Shane Gillis dressed up as Trump saying, "Me and Trump talked. I think everything is okay."
That's kind of funny.
Joe Rogan special was meh. Yeah, I gave it a meh too. He's just like all comics are controversial because they want to like push the boundaries and be funny and like all
I
that
don't
stuff.
care about controversial.
And
I still think he's funny.
no, absolutely. But the point I'm saying is like people are so upset about shit that he's saying. Like he talked about trans people and he talked about Democrats and like whatever. And it's like people get so butthurt about it. And it's like he's a comedian. He doesn't mean anything he's saying. Like
I think everybody needs to just go watch an Anthony Jeselnik special.
Oh my God, yes.
Because he's the best. And you can't get mad at anything he ever says because it's done so dryly.
Oh, it's so good.
Hilarious.
I love that kind of comedy.
Love Anthony Jeselnik.
Yes. Love that. I thought his special was great, but I was also pretty drunk. Sean, come on now, buddy. That sounds fun though. I like that.
It probably made it more fun.
Yeah, probably. So Ngannou's coming back, fighting Renan Ferreira.
That's huge.
That's a big one.
Because I'm going to be honest, like I was definitely part of the group that thought that we weren't going to see Ngannou fight again after he made so much money boxing and then had like the tragic loss of his son as well. Yeah, and pumped. I might have a hot take on this fight.
Let's go.
Yeah, like he's fighting Henin. Francis's style and what makes him so good has always been he's so explosive and he's so powerful. But dude, Henin, do you know how freaking big that dude is?
He's like 6'8".
Maddie, it's like you don't understand. Have you seen him in person? Have you been around him in person?
No.
He's the kind of guy I see him pretty regularly at ATT. And every single day when I see him, I like forgot how big he was. And I'm
he's 6'8", dude.
He's not 6'8" and skinny. He's 6'8", huge
and massive,
powerful, and technical striking. Like I don't think Francis is winning this fight.
Damn.
And I know he's the favorite here, and he should be because he has
PFL Golden Child
experience, but. We really never got to see him against the guys that we consider to be the best of the best at heavyweight now. So like we didn't get to see him against those guys in the UFC. Dude,
this is gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be really good.
Arms are so long, he hits so hard, and he's fast. And Ngannou, like if we go back to, I think it was Rosenstruck that he knocked out, where he threw like 6 punches and they all missed except one, which is a testament to how powerful Francis is. It's not a knock on him at all. But I just feel like all those opportunities, like if you think about slowing that down, hook, it's all hooks. There's so many chances for just like a good slip, massive counter 2 by Henin somewhere in that mix. I might be
I mean
here.
I like that because it's like if you're a good counter fighter, you are gonna do well against somebody that likes to kind of create car crashes.
Yeah,
and it's like Ngannou is kind of that car crash mentality of like, let me just explode on you. So if you have somebody like Ferreira who's like, all right, bring it, and then I'll counter. Like, I think that's going to be a really fun fight
too. So Francis did wrestle some against Gane, and I want to give a testament to Eric Nixick. I think Nixick is a fantastic coach. All the guys in their camp tend to make really good in-fight adjustments. I think that Ngannou can, if he has the right game plan, of course he could win this fight, but if he decides to wrestle, then there's the danger of the knees and the distance that he has to travel to get to Henin's legs. Like, whew.
Yeah. How big is the PFL cage? Do you know?
You know what? I'm going to Google that. I don't know. I don't know if they have several cages like the UFC. It seems like it's a pretty good size cage. So I think that helps Henin, you know? How big?
It's a 10-sided mixed martial arts cage.
Smart cage. PFL. Is used for, it doesn't say.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to picture it when I saw it, and I feel like it looked small.
We might have to ask Carissa.
Yeah, we'll have to
The
get
one at which they may have multiple cages. I'm not sure if it's like the one smart cage that they have the same, because like the Apex cage is way smaller than the pay-per-view cage for the UFC, you know.
Right.
Secret. I'll have to. That might be a Carissa question.
We'll have to get the lowdown on that.
I should see her sometime this week.
Pacheco versus Cyborg, gonna be fun too. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm excited to see Cyborg fight somebody besides people in Kayla Harrison's comment section.
Yeah, for real, dude.
So annoying online. Like Kayla lives rent free in Chris Cyborg's head. Everything
wild.
Kayla posts, I have no idea. Like,
it's wild.
I'm pretty darn sure Kayla Harrison never once turned down a fight against Chris Cyborg. So I don't really know what she's talking about.
She's been very vocal about it. She was like, fine, let's go. And then it just never came to fruition.
Yeah. It's almost like maybe Cyborg turned down the fight.
Yeah, weird.
Anyway, everything Kayla posts, if you scroll through the comment section, there's Cyborg in there just responding to people talking crap. I'm like, what are you doing? How do you
like like stop. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. I think that'll be a good matchup. Larissa is a very talented fighter. I don't know.
Larissa's very well rounded.
Yeah, I kind of have Larissa for that one.
I think so. I think if she had met a younger Cyborg, it might be different. But with Cyborg's age and I don't think Cyborg has the pop she used to have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the finishing ability.
Yeah.
And Pacheco's very technical. She's very well rounded. She's super physical, and she can wrestle too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would lean Pacheco as well.
For sure. Amber Fields, she took an L at Misfits. Yeah, we still love Amber. She, she tried her best, but that's the fight game. That's a fight game. They had
let's not group that with everything else, but yeah.
They had quite the outfits for their weigh-ins. Ben Davis had me dying laughing. Because he posted a photo on his Instagram from the weigh-ins because he was hosting the weigh-ins, and he's holding the mic and he's just like looking up, and like his caption was like, "Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down."
I'm just saying, I feel like we should see Ben Davis and Dave fight each other.
That'd be amazing.
I would love that. It would be like the nicest.
Oh my god!
All time.
That would be so hilarious. I just, the thought of seeing Dave with boxing gloves on, that has me dying inside. That's so funny. I love that. So let's look at the card coming up this weekend. It's gonna be a good one. Let's see. UFC 305, DDP and Izzy. The return of Izzy. Need gut reaction. Who's winning?
Can't decide.
Gut reaction.
Back and forth.
DDP
probably. I went back and forth. Last week I was really on Izzy. I don't know. DDP is such a hard guy to fight. And then I remember like the Strickland Izzy fight. And I feel like DDP is real similar to Strickland. He's really awkward style, but he gets hit more than Strickland does. Like Strickland fights that like weird, awkward, straight up and down style, but he manages to be pretty defensively sound while he does it. Like the way he hides behind his high guard. Dricus is a little bit more reckless.
I was just going to say reckless. Yeah.
But that could also be like the pressure, but he could run into something, you know?
Yeah. I think DDP has, he's got to be careful about like Izzy's counter ability. Like, Izzy is so good at counter fighting. The wrestling, and it's just like DDP makes it awkward all the time, you know, like, and I feel like someone like Izzy doesn't like fighters like that because Izzy wants to move, he wants to stick, he wants to like, you know, have fun, and he wants to be the leader of the dance. And when you have somebody like DDP who's like, no, I'm gonna lead the dance, like it gets that awkward motion in there.
DDP has been knocked out. He only has 2 losses. One's a guillotine. One was a knockout in KSW. Against a pretty damn good guy. 20-4.
Fuck.
Too shabby with a lot of knockouts. So, and Izzy obviously has finishes, but not as many these days as he used to, perhaps. Obviously, like he has the finish over Alex Pereira. It's huge. But I feel like we saw him have a little more decisions, after the war he had with Kelvin Gastelum. We saw a little bit
that
of a
era of Izzy was
style,
the best. Oh,
a little more conservative style from him. But dude, I don't know. Izzy can absolutely, of course, knock out anybody. Like, he was so dominant in that division, and he could win a decision too. I would err on the side of either an Izzy finish or a DDP decision. Is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm not picking on this fight, guys. I'm not.
No.
It's not going on betting bananas. I'll tell you right now. I'm not giving you guys. I might have like an over under for betting bananas. I'm not picking a winner for betting bananas for this fight.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Chance. It's
I'm
not.
Yeah, this card is going to be awesome. This is going to be fun. Gamrot versus Hooker. That's going to be great. Erceg versus Kai Kara France is going to be good.
I'm even excited for Tai Tuivasa and Rosenstruck.
I know. I love Tuivasa. I can't help it. He's the best.
I love Rosenstruck's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Everybody in the comments is going with Izzy. I get it.
No, I was with you last week. Izzy is bringing his dog.
Jeez. DDP won't be.
Oh, Lord. You're icky, Dan. You're icky. I'm not sure I like you.
Oh my God. I love it. All right, let me look at this
about even the undercurrent card. I love Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins talking some smack to Herbert Burns.
Does Jack Jenkins have a new opponent? Hold on.
Yeah, it's Herbert Burns.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to be Gavin.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good.
What happened to Casey O'Neill? Did she pull out, or did her girl pull
out? Yeah, I don't know. I feel
like she's been so inactive, which I know she had a lot of injuries.
I know. The poor thing has just had injury after injury. I hope she didn't get injured again.
Hey, Ricky Glenn and Song Kenan is a fun fight. When did Ricky decide to be a welterweight? What happened?
Yeah, this will be a good one. So that's this Saturday. Prelims at 8, main card at 10. I will be watching from Nashville. I'm so pumped. The hubby and I are going to Nashville for a little trip. It'll be good. Eat some food, watch some fights. And then we'll have the Sunday morning brew again the next day. So it'll be fun.
It might be late. Might be a late brew. It's a late
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Over
we may have an afternoon brew on that Sunday. Yeah,
brunch.
We might do a brunch brew. I'm cool.
Maddie will have a mimosa instead of coffee.
No, fuck. I can't drink for the rest of my life. It's fine. I'm not drinking for the rest.
So Nashville is the reason I quit drinking.
Really?
Nashville ruined alcohol for me.
Really?
I have a friend who lives in Nashville. She's a phenomenal musician, by the way. Her name is Shawnee Rain. Look her up. Gorgeous voice. Awesome person. Fashion designer. Just overall gem. But she lives in Nashville now. So we used to hang out in college, and we used to party together in college. So I went out there for my bachelorette week. And the first night I was there, not all the girls were there yet. So I went out with Shawnee. She took me out downtown Nashville so I could have the full Nashville experience. And I probably only had 4 or 5 drinks, but I was so sick, Maddie.
Oh, no.
I was so sick the next day. It ruined the rest of my trip.
No.
Because I'm not, I haven't drank like that. Even I would have a drink with a dinner or with a friend.
Right.
I didn't get drunk anymore. And so it made me so sick. It ruined my whole trip. And I was like, why did I do this? This was such a bummer. So yeah, now mocktails only for Elle. Mocktails only.
The mocktail game has it's strong now. There's menus and shit now. There was a bar last night that we went to, and it had an entire mocktail menu. And I was like, wait, these sound fantastic. Mocktails
are really good now. The people, it's becoming I'll tell you why. It's the new cool thing.
Yes.
Well, just so you know, I stopped drinking before it was cool to stop drinking. But it is. It's it's like a fad now.
No, it
Like,
totally is.
oh, let me make my mocktail. It's like a
Right.
TikTok trend, you know. all
Right.
these
No, you're so
like,
right.
I like sit and scroll. I'm like, ooh, that looks good. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make any of them because I'm too lazy.
Right.
I'm doing like, if I make something at home, it's like seedlip ginger beer. Like
Boom.
that's the
Done.
most advanced.
Yeah. I'm like, let me
bartender I
get a
got.
Shirley Temple, please. And then I'm good. But okay,
This
well,
is better from Dan. I don't do that either, but I would tend to agree with you.
yeah.
Just overall.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Dave has a video of me eating crab legs after weigh-ins and island fights.
That's
I
great.
don't think he sent it to me. He needs to send it to me.
Oh man. All right. The comment section was lit today. Love that.
Look how weird. It's
Yeah,
okay.
we're
I love you
gonna
guys.
end on that. We're gonna end on the mocktails and the drinking and all that good stuff and get ready for another lovely week of podcasts on the Fight Bananas pages. There's plenty to follow. Follow them all. Elle and I will return. Or no, I'm actually gonna be off this week. I'll be in Nashville. So Elle and Dave are holding it down. And then the following week, we'll switch gears and I'll hold it down.
And I'm gonna get a week off.
She's gonna get a week off, finally.
Wait, you won't see me? No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. But I will be back on Tuesday.
Yeah, so perfect. So thank you everybody for tuning in. That's the lowdown. That's what's brewing today. Shout out to Grind Ops Coffee Co. one more time. They are always keeping us caffeinated, and we love that. Check them out for yourself. The caramel, what was it? The caramel.
Good vibes only. Caramel vanilla
only.
liqueur.
Love that. And as always, shout out to Workout Wipes for Women. They're the best. I was using them after sparring on Friday, passed out a bunch because everybody was like, wait, I want those. They smell good.
They do.
It's like a perfect little shower in your pocket. It's awesome.
Have you tried to tear the wipes yet?
No.
Like I tried to make a video of me like trying to tear it, and it's like I literally can't.
Yeah, they're super thick. So, Chris, love this. Tomorrow, Cage Side, Chris Barnett and BKFC fighter Josh Dyer. So that'll be a good show, something to tune into. So do that, and then
Maddie.
yeah, me and my Celsius just going at it, going crazy. But thank you again. We love you all. We will see you on Tuesday.